Halo semuanya, selamat datang kembali di channel Amtato.
I am merely embarrassed at my
Kali ini kita akan melanjutkan lagi bermain game Guardian of the Galaxy. Kita kemarin sampai di titik ini setelah berhasil menyadarkan si Drax dari pengaruh The Promise, ya kan. Sekarang kita lanjutkan lagi perjalanan kita. Kira-kira kita mau kemana kali ini?
We waste precious time. There is much for which I must make amends.
Let's get a move on, Peter.
Imagine ambivalent omnipotence, drifting in darkness.
Speaking of dark,
Ya,
Such was my celestial solitude. Power without purpose, until uncovered by Raker. His crew were convalescent. Plagued by a pox, I was serendipitously suited to soothe.
A ship full of sick people just happens upon someone with limitless healing.
We were need and needed, symptom and solace. They worshipped the wonder of my ways and declared me divine.
I think we know where this is going.
I do not know where this is going.
This is the scary part.
As the flock of followers fawned, a dark delight developed deep within me. And in the shadows it spoke. Weak whelps, pernicious priesting, feeble fools fit for feasting. Hubris made hunger. A cancerous craving called Magus.
Hang on. You can't name a craving.
I named nothing. Clawed through my consciousness. Its deafening demands sated solely by suffering.
You listen to this thing?
Its call is too great to ignore. I too heard this voice.
It was pure putrefaction, sown from the seed of my strength. My soul stone gone sour. I resolved to rip it out.
Rip it out? How?
A mechanical marvel wrought by Raker would sever the stone from my skull and excise the evil entangled within.
Translation: you let Raker steal your powers.
Whatever his wayward wander, he was on that day my friend. He swore to separate sanctity from sin, that my healing could yet be harnessed without harm.
Sure, but who's harnessing it?
I'm with Rocket. Raker knew exactly what he was doing. That man's a master manipulator. Damn it! Now you've got me doing it.
I bear no blame for my fallen friend. Our errant experiment all but broke us both.
Then how do you explain how your best bud got his hands on the stone and is now taking over the galaxy?
I cannot.
I think I can answer that. After I rejected my promise, I got pulled into Nikki's. Corel was there. She was trying to show me something.
Peter, you can't trust anything you saw in there.
This was different, and it felt different. She took me back to the QZ and I saw that Magus thing. I saw it get all twisted up with Nikki and I saw it kill Corel.
You hear yourself? How'd she show you this if she's dead?
Quite conceivable. Her soul may be snared by the stone, chained to the child.
That's what Corel said. The three of them are somehow connected. He said Nikki needs to accept her death.
Magus preys upon her pain, manipulates her mind while feeding on her flock of followers.
And I'm guessing it never gets full.
Its appetite is insatiable. If unassailed, Magus will absorb all.
We're gonna need one hell of a plan.
Well, you better come up with it quick, because I see daylight.
The bond between Magus and Matriarch must be broken. It harvests its hunger through the host.
So, Nikki's like the head vampire. If we cure her, it'll free the rest. Why didn't you just say that?
So step one, find Nikki.
Step 2, convince her mom ain't coming back from the dead.
Step 3, get that stone away from her and mop the floor with that Magus thing.
You show no shortage of assurance.
Yeah, this one's Mr. Positivity. It's enough to make you sick.
The stone is both bondage and bridge for Magus, and a young mind is most malleable. If Magus is merged with hers, she may not survive the severing.
We won't let it come to that.
Not to join the Golden Downer, but how are we supposed to find the kid? What are you...
What's going...
Oh, Flark.
Oh, Flark.
I've got the cortex. They can go anywhere, convert anyone.
Finish nih gini.
We need to go now.
Why does that sound like you're not coming with us?
These are my people. Some still survive if I stay.
Then we'll stay and help.
Go. I'll be where I'm needed when I need to be. Just trust me.
Don't go dying on me. I'm starting to actually get you. You wanna pop a squat, golden boy? You're making me nervous.
Or perhaps your nerves need gnawing.
What did I do?
This precarious plan proves more meek by the moment. The Madonna was meant to be among us.
She knows what she's doing. Eventually.
Sorry sins I have wrought to wrest me among such a motley crew.
Did he? Did he take my room?
Not so much as a yip from the mud. Groot says he'll keep trying. Where's Mr. Fancy Words?
He has assumed Peter Quill's quarters. It was a daring display of dominance.
Don't you start.
Usually I'd say, who needs him, but we do. So you better fix this one, Quill.
Just try not to piss him off any more than he already is.
If it is to be a fight to the death, I will honor the outcome.
If he kills you, I get your guns.
Wouldn't bet on Peter winning that fight. Took all 5 of us to beat him last time.
I still can't believe he caught one of my smart bombs. Just like that.
We have already fought the man.
Hold on, you don't remember?
I remember sparring against the Celestial Madonna in a small village. In the cold darkness of the...
Hey, Quill.
Nah, kita lihat dulu apakah kita bisa mengupgrade sesuatu.
Why? I've got a great idea for a new blaster extension. Can't wait to put it together.
Well, now that the gang's back together and we've got a minute to breathe, I think you deserve an official thank you for what you did on Lamentus.
Quill,
I know you don't like that kind of sappy stuff, but I really mean it. Knowing about the crap those scientists did to you, not only does it make my blood boil, it puts everything into perspective.
come on. It was just a puddle.
I don't know if I could have gotten over something like that.
You saved their lives, man. You deserve a bit of praise.
The rodents saved your lives, and scientists were involved. I have many questions.
Yeah, well, save them for the next time we all get a drink together, buddy. Give me a tick. I'll be right there.
Kita punya 900. Wah, bisa. Aduh. Super Quill Punch. Kita buat shield dulu kali ya.
Here you go.
Okay.
This work is worth more than your worth, Quill.
Moore, are you okay letting Mantis fight the church alone out there?
She won't fight. She'll focus on evacuating people. Maybe they can all hide in the caves.
So she's just gonna let the church take over her homeworld?
Mantis would tell you that people matter more than the planet. And she knows that the church won't stop coming until we rescue Nikki.
You have great confidence in this celestial Madonna.
She's one of the few people I know I can trust.
Really? She freaks me out.
Because she's smarter than you?
And kinder.
Hey, that nickname makes my skin crawl. I'm furry, not fuzzy. Not even that little.
Glad you're back on our side, Drax. I got a feeling we'll need to go full destroyer on this one.
I shall be ready, Peter Quill. I have witnessed the threat posed by Magus firsthand. No one should suffer from its malignant lies. I owe all of you a great debt of gratitude. It would be my honor to fight beside you with all of my might.
That's a lot of might. Groot agrees with you, Muscles.
Sounds like we've got ourselves a nice church butt-kicking party.
I only hope our guest agrees to join this buttock-striking celebration.
Mana sih Adam Warlock katanya? Ini kamarnya siapa sih? Ini kamarnya siapa ya?
Can I help you?
Hey, Gamora! I was just admiring this super cool assassin ring I got from my favorite super cool assassin as a token of my, you know...
Token of what?
Of my everlasting commitment to not being murdered by you.
It's gonna take more than a ring. It is really nice, though. How'd you know what kind of ring it is?
Oh, let's just say you're not the first assassin to cross my path. Though I guess I should be glad no one ever sent the deadliest woman in the galaxy after me.
You know, that name is actually a misnomer. Everyone thinks I got it doing Thanos' dirty work. Before, you know, I betrayed him. In truth, I got it after I joined the Resistance, on a mission where nobody died.
You have to tell me about this Resistance mission, especially if no one died.
I don't think it's a story you're gonna like.
Why not?
Because it doesn't make Karel look very good.
Okay.
The thing you have to understand is that it was the end of the war. The Resistance was losing. Bad. The Chitauri knew it, Thanos knew it, we all knew it. But then, Thanos died. At first, people thought it was a false report. Misinformation spread to lure the Resistance out into the open. But when it became clear that it might be true, Karel saw an opportunity. An all-or-nothing mission that could win the war once and for all.
The final attack on Chitauri Prime. You're talking about the Resistance stealth mission that kidnapped their infant queen.
Except kidnapping the Queen wasn't part of Karel's original plan. The only reason she had me tag along was so that I would kill the Queen.
What? There's no way.
Is it so hard to believe? She was grieving. You know that. The Chitauri had killed her husband, her little boy. She wanted revenge, and I was her chance to finally get it.
Brel would never put out a hit on a baby. She would never kill a kid.
Believe what you want. But she's not who she was back then. None of us are. Something changed. Maybe it was having Nikki. Either way, I refused and we won the war without killing anyone else. And for reasons I don't fully understand, I became known as the deadliest woman in the galaxy afterward.
What did cause you to betray Thanos? I mean, he adopted you when you were like...
5. He basically raised us, taught us everything we know.
So what finally did it? What snapped you out of it?
found the Resistance.
What?
Thanos was obsessed. He had me and Nebula combing the galaxy for their location for cycles. Each of us determined to be the first to find them and report back. So when I found them first, I was so excited to tell him. I got home, and I found him talking to an empty room. To someone called Lady Death.
That's not ominous.
I truly thought he loved us. In his own twisted way. But Thanos didn't want to restore balance to the galaxy. He was just in love with death, literally in love. And he would kill all of us, including me, including Nebula, to prove it.
But you couldn't let him.
No. So instead of telling him where to find the Resistance, I joined them.
I, kind of don't know what to say.
There's nothing to say. After the Galactic War ended, I moved on. And now I'm here, doing all this fun stuff with you guys.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. But seriously, thank you for sharing that with me.
Sure.
Oke. Coba ini ke tempat siapa lagi?
So, Warlock, he's something.
Not sure we can trust the guy who...
Oh, punya Drax.
Yeah. I guess I couldn't help myself. I mean, it's your rap sheet.
I suppose that it is impressive to criminals.
Reformed criminals, as in past tense. We're legit now, remember?
I do not think we share the same definition of legitimate.
Okay, fair, maybe not, but still. Guy who kills Thanos ends up in the most infamous prison in the galaxy? It's gotta be one hell of a story.
Which part would you like to hear, Peter Quill? How I allegedly killed the Mad Titan, or are you enamored by my stay in the kiln?
What was it like in the kiln?
You would not have survived the cycle. Why?
I maybe know someone there.
Then pray they died quickly.
Yikes. It's really that bad?
Worse. However, after the chaos I wrought in my misguided quest for revenge, it was a well-deserved punishment.
Right. The rampage.
That is one way to describe it. After my battle with Thanos, I became convinced that he still drew breath. I demanded proof, but when none was provided, I convinced myself that others were concealing his location. I saw his hideous visage in every shadow, and murdered anyone I thought was hiding him.
Some of which were very bad dudes.
Perhaps. It is not my place to judge.
So, how'd they stop you? Nova Corps, I mean. You're Drax, the Destroyer. There's not a bounty hunter alive who could have taken you down.
I surrendered.
What? Why?
I had succumbed to madness, and become the very thing that I hoped to vanquish. Once I realized that, I could not live with the monster that I had become.
Thanos, obviously. I mean, it's the Mad Titan. He was supposed to be untouchable, and then BAM! Player 2 is joined. Just, how'd you do it? How'd you take Thanos down?
With sorcery.
Come on, really?
Really. After Thanos murdered my family, rage filled my heart. In my search for revenge, I found Mentor.
You mean a mentor, right?
No. Mentor is his name. And his brother Cronus. Sorcerers. They gave me a sleeping potion that would grant my greatest desire. Finding and killing Thanos.
You're messing with me.
I am not. When I awoke, I was changed. I could sense the Mad Titan's vile life force, feel it pulsating from across the galaxy.
Wow, that's
I know how it sounds, Peter Quill.
And I believe that you believe this happened. It's just... it's pretty out there. Even for space stuff.
Regardless, I followed the pulse in my mind until it led me to a moon in the Black Quadrant. And there, I found Thanos, hiding like a coward. Our battle waged for days. Each of us trading blows across the moon's inhospitable surface, equal in strength, equal in our resolve to see the other dead once and for all.
And then you... delivered the final blow.
I recall throwing a final swing before I collapsed from exhaustion. When I awoke, I was in a hospital on Atlantis. Many rotations had passed, and I was being hailed as a hero.
For killing Thanos.
Allegedly. The very fibers of my being say otherwise. I can still feel him out there. I have no doubt in my heart that he survived, just as I did.
Well, the important thing is that you're here now. With us. And we're not going back to prison anytime soon.
That remains to be seen. My shoulders are sore.
Yeah, Mantis is heavier than she looks.
How is she connected with my soreness?
She rode your back all the way down the...
Wait. That toothbrush was in Groot's mouth. Oh.
Kinda glad Loop-the-Loop stayed on Lamentus. My ears were ringing from all her nonsense.
I prefer Mantis's...
Hey, Warlock. Open up. This is my room, you know. And that would be my cassette cover.
You penned this pithy poetry?
It's not poetry, it's music. Hard rock. It's supposed to have guitars and bass and drums.
Simplistic scriptures, as is its scribe.
Okay. What's your deal, man? What did I do to piss you off?
Your lamentable leadership allowed the Madonna to leave when we needed her talents to travel to the telepathic realm.
Mantis had good reason to stay behind. We just need to get Nikki and get the hell out so we can find her again.
Your tenuous tactics trust too much to fortune. Can you confidently convince me your meager measures may amply manage this mission?
My meager what?
Your meager metal. We stand against an adversary unlike any before. Blinded by burning, hope-fueled hate.
Magus, right, your evil twin. That's our adversary.
Before such a blaze, still a stooge may steer. But your wide-eyed wonder is merely wit and moxie. You strut as an insecure cock, uncertain of his stature.
Does that mean what I think it means?
This audacity acts as stilts on sand as the tide thralls you in. Leading must be wrought off the fullness of your yearning yoke. Will it be so?
Yes. Absolutely.
Wise words. Sure and measured. But beheld by my bemused misgivings, your demeanor differs distinctly in direction from my more willful ways.
Maybe we can meet in the middle then.
Yes. An oath! Will you own an oath to operate with greater aggression? To give gravitas to gravid seasons of your soul and struggle not to stand on destiny's icy flows?
Sure, man. Whatever it takes.
Then assert it!
I swear I'll be a good leader. That I'll be decisive and that I won't let Mantis do whatever she wants.
I stand partially reassured.
What about you, Mr. Fancy Words? How do I know you won't see Raker and have a change of heart?
Why would I weasel away?
Didn't you used to be best buds with him?
We were common company for a fleeting fallow, through which I witnessed the incommensurable extent of his sadness. He mourns his lost son.
That's why he's doing all of this. The church, the matriarch? Because he wants to get his kid back. But that can't happen, right? Magus can't...
No. Cannot.
So? We can count on you? When you reunite with Raker, that man's gotta go down.
Indubitably.
Ya, dikunci lagi kamarnya.
Would a wanton hand supply sustenance to this chamber?
He's asking for room service now?
Come get your own! We've got a full fridge!
Well, not exactly full.
So, how is he?
Frustrating. It's like talking to Suzanne Harris at the summer dance all over again.
Ain't that the Hume girl you tried to impress with your yo-yo skills?
Yeah, and it went about as well as talking to Mr. Cape.
What's a yo-yo?
It may be up to us to stop the church in nowhere. You ready?
I am Groot.
He's worried about the mutt. Says it would be easier with his help.
I didn't think Cosmo would let the church take over his station, but if they got the Cortex, then...
He is but one canine against the army of the converted.
That explains why we ain't been able to reach Cosmo. If you don't answer it, they'll vaporize us.
I will handle this communication.
All yours, buddy.
Hail, traveler. Have you accepted the truth of a divine promise?
We have. My deceased wife and daughter are with me. Thank the matriarch for her gift.
May the promise be fulfilled. You are clear to land at the spaceport.
Oh gitu. Nowhere.
All them bars and betting parlors.
And noodle joints.
Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
I assume it will be worse.
Raker rallies regiments while we wait whistling in the wings.
Landing as fast as I can, Gold. What the flark?
Great! Cocoon Boy thinks he's a butterfly now!
He is a man of action.
Let's just hope that he can keep the church busy while we look for Nikki.
Didn't think you'd be able to bluff your way through security muscles.
I am quite adept at deception.
We're gonna need more than that to get to the Continuum Cortex and rescue Nikki.
Especially with Golden Boy jumping ship. Should we, like, try to find him?
Time is running out. We cannot lose focus if we are to save the girl.
Drax is right. Let's just hope Warlock can do a bit of damage on his side. Let's do this. Time to save Nikki.
Peter?
Okay. Just be cool. Let me handle these guys.
Welcome, travelers. Have you come to witness the fulfillment?
The what now?
The realization of the matriarch's promise? The beginning of a new world, one without death, or pain, or fear. You should know this. Weren't you vetted and cleared to land here?
What? Of course we were.
How are you not aware of the fulfillment? Something is wrong. These heretics must be stopped. Attack!
Guys, huddle up!
What are we waiting for? These blades are thirsty!
Mine too. I want to run in there right now and do some serious damage, Peter.
Guys! Have you forgotten who we are? We fear none.
Why would we fear? We're winning.
Right, exactly. Because we've never known another way but winning. Who's with me?
I suspend a witness.
Why?
Let's go.
Buy some time, crew! All you, Rocket!
Raker's congregation was lost to them.
experience?
These fanatics only understand violence! Prepare yourself!
Make them hurt, Gamora! Blow them up! Track, sack them! Stick it to them, crew! Take it to the stars!
Brace yourself!
Warhead empty up his buddy!
Let's put him in a body bag! Problem, solution!
Don't make this a habit.
Thanks, Gamora! Slice and dice!
Order out. Try to die quietly.
Oke.
Wacko's better pray their new world comes without death or pain or fear. Cause I'm gonna kill him for flarking up this spaceport.
They have been very busy redecorating.
All the more reason for us to get to the portraits and find Nikki.
Jangan ngebugkan gamenya kan.
Assuming we find the girl, how do we sever her connection with Magus?
We don't.
Oh, ini cara ngambilnya nih di sini nih.
We'll just have to reason with her.
Oh, dapat baju si Drax. Kita pakai bajunya. Tadi mana? Gila, keren kan? Si Gamora punya nggak sih? Oh, belum. Gamora belum punya. Si Drax jadi pakai jubah.
Find Nikki.
Yeah.
Scott!
Let's go.
Tower's shut down.
That's because it's never been dark before. You do realize some of the guys shooting at us were nowhere security?
This does not bode well for the dog.
Never was the Mutt's biggest fan, but we could have used a backup telepath.
This mission is about saving Nikki. It'll be a real shame if Cosmo bought into the promise, but like we said in Lamented, if we cure her, we cure everybody.
What kind of promise could they offer a dog anyway? A nice game of fetch.
We just gotta have faith he's okay. Kinda dreading what we're gonna see in the marketplace.
The same thing we saw when we flew in.
Yeah, but it'll be up close. Nowhere really stunk sometimes, but...
Clark! Over there!
There's so many of them. I thought most nobodies would have rejected the promise.
Everyone wants something they can't have.
Yeah, but
You're right, Rocket. The people who lived here were rough. I once saw someone beat someone else to a pulp because they gave them a compliment. No way they'd willingly join up.
A sword to the throat can be very convincing.
you got Flark and Faith batteries everywhere.
Just like on Hal's Hope.
Perhaps they have built another giant ray gun inside the continuum cortex.
To siphon faith from multiple worlds at once? Is that even possible?
The energy ain't filling these batteries. It's moving away from them.
So they're powering something.
Sure looks like it.
Mana jalannya? Oh, ini. Wah, kita dapat baju lagi. Punyanya si roket lagi dong. Tapi ini lebih bagus daripada yang ini. Tuh, ya kan? Keren nih, sama-sama hijau. Nggak ada jalan. Mana jalannya? Yeah.
I've been thinking about what Warlock said.
Which part? He hasn't stopped talking since we met him.
About how Nikki and that Magus thing might be too intertwined to save him.
Is that what he said? It's easier to understand Bug Lady.
Oh, ini caranya.
Was able to seize the cortex.
Over here! Looks like we can squeeze through.
We must be close to Mantlow's bar. Can you see it?
Not really. There's a lot of debris in the way.
There's no way through this wall.
Could be a bunch of weapons.
Peter!
Well, that didn't work.
Clark, I'm going in.
What about the fanatics?
I'll toast them if I see them. We're the only ones that can do this, right? Clear back here, Quill.
Gamora.
Looks like you're gonna have to yank a chunk free from this side, though.
Gamora, you should be able to get your sword in there now. Give me a boost.
Oh, Scott! Not Mantlow's. Look at her. This is personal, Quill.
Peter, let's go!
Wait a minute. Ini jalannya kemana?
Wonder if any of these fortune tellers saw this coming.
Unlikely. They were all charlatans.
Most of them were pickpockets and fences.
I know how much you love this dive.
It was the one spot in this whole flarkin' galaxy where a guy could feel safe. I mean, except for the bar brawls and the security raids and the bounty hunters.
We'll drink to it later. Right now, we've got to keep moving.
There's been no sign of Goldie Braun since he left from our ship.
Adam Warlock.
Might be splattered somewhere across the lower city.
Or got picked up by a wandering creep squad.
Or maybe he was lying about which side he was on and is just waiting to attack us. Yeah, what do we need the Golden Boy for anyways? We were doing fine without him.
I was not fine. Magus was devouring my soul. Your memory is suspect.
Warlock's stronger than any of us, and he's got a pretty good reason to hate Raker. Looks...
Careful, Peter Quill.
Guys, look down. It's an awful lot of light.
You're thinking it's the full Flarkman, ain't you? But it could just be runoff from the cables. Whatever these whack jobs are up to, they need a lot of juice.
Perhaps this is how they powered their fleet to reach Lamentus.
Yeah, maybe Raker's trying to reanimate the Celestial Head. Bring it back to life?
Perhaps he wishes to turn it into a ship.
Bah, this thing's deader than dead. It ain't coming back, and it ain't jumping through no hyperspace.
They say Celestials are powered by hyperspace. Regardless, we must reach the Undercity to find the girl and stop whatever they are doing.
And we'll have to be ready for them to try and stop us.
Our level of cooperation is invigorating. We have become a formidable team.
Yep, sure have, Drax.
Ain't we just one big, happy Flarkin family? What are you doing with that garbage?
She's not garbage.
Bonekanya siapa?
Behold the power of the light! Bagaimana! Guardians of the Galaxy! Save the believers and alert the Grand Unifier! The fulfillment must not be stopped!
More turkeys dropping in! That's it! We finally snapped!
Wait for us!
Not again!
What was that? I was destroying something.
More slicing through them like butter! You aren't the only one fighting this battle, Gamora! I can keep up with her, Quill! Crush the Drax! At least we stopped whatever that priest is doing here!
No, we did it!
Send it their way, Drax!
It's like this one doesn't feel pain! You won't ruin her this time!
Quill! We might have a problem!
Destroy!
No fair! He's boosting everyone but us! It's a breathing room, Groot! Round him up, Groot! Take them, Drax!
Face us!
At least we stopped whatever that priest was doing here!
Siapanya Gamora ya, anak kecil tadi ya? Kok Gamora sampai emosional itu?
You good?
Never better.
Yep, definitely not good. Gamora, wait, hold on a sec.
Why? So more children can be sacrificed in the name of Raker's flagged up church?
Of course not, just
what, Peter?
I don't know.
Every minute we waste. We don't have time to breathe.
I know Raker brings back bad memories.
This isn't about Thanos. It's about Nikki and what men like Raker and Thanos do to girls like her. Like me. My sister. If I had just been better at protecting Nebula, maybe she wouldn't be dead.
Whoa. What? Nebula's dead? How? By who? Tell me, so I can find him and shake his Kratak in hand.
By me.
You killed your sister?
She is the one you saw in the Matriarch's promise.
That's how I knew it was a lie. The Nebula I knew had been twisted into a hateful, vengeful monster thing. One who would never stop unless I stopped her. So I did. I just never expected to survive.
Why didn't you say something?
It's not exactly a conversation starter. Hi, I'm Gamora. I murdered my sister. Can we be friends? Of course we can't. How can you be friends with a monster? Why would you want that on your team? A team I actually kind of enjoyed being on, all things considered.
Well, I hate Nebula, so I actually would have... What? I'm just saying it don't change nothing.
Actually, it changes everything. The most deadly woman in the galaxy just admitted she loves us.
I did not.
You did. You said you were in love with us right after the part about killing your sister.
I said I enjoyed your company.
That is the Catathian definition of love.
Like, I'll give you like. Can we just move on?
That's about all the love fest I could take.
We accept you, Gamora Zenwalburi.
Pretty sure we're married now.
This is excruciating.
All right, I'm pretty sure we've all caught our breath. Let's say we go stop a nutjob cult leader.
Yes.
Oke, kekuatannya Gamora udah unlock nih. Kita tes.
Is that what they call a spiritual experience?
Rocket! Go wild!
I'm Raker. I get it first.
Make sure you're careful!
This combat is sure to draw the Warlock's attention.
We ain't gonna see him again. No way!
Caution!
Crossing! Feels like I've been shooting that big bud for hours!
It is as venerable as it is large. We must break it. They have seized the rodent. Do not let them convert him.
So we can forget what I just said, right?
If I buy you a drink, will you tell us how it happened?
Do your thing, Gamora! Why are there so many of them?
Goes to show how many unhappy
Roll
people
that
there
tracks!
are. Can't figure out how to hurt anyone.
Dapat tangan satu tuh.
A tactfully executed maneuver.
Boom. 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 Potong.
They have this many goons.
With access to the cortex, who knows how many reserve forces they can bring in here. We
Good
gotta
job.
shut it down.
Let's get to the bridge. Cosmos Tower is the quickest way.
Kita lewat mana?
Wide to cross.
Maybe we can bridge the gap.
We keep saying bridge, and it's starting to sound like a made-up word.
All words are made up.
X.
Drax?
I have been eager to topple something over.
So, Gamora,
Really? A fate force field?
if we can find the power source, we should be able to turn it off.
Let's get looking then.
Ini kaca. Oh, lewat
There, in
sini
case the
ternyata.
Grand Unifier arrives.
I'm more than ready.
You gotta disconnect the power, Quill.
Hah?
You see that kid in the ritual thing?
I could not miss him.
You think the church did that to his head, or was the poor sucker born like that?
Can't you do something to shut off the power?
Ya.
You know, I usually hated when that Cosmos spotlight would shine down on me, but now I kind of miss it.
If you do not have the upper body strength,
Oh.
perhaps your magic guns.
That's it, Peter.
Ah.
Let's go. We need to get out of here before Raker shows up.
All right, dead ahead. Let's book it.
Now is not the time for.
Wow.
Guardians of the
Nih
Gap.
Raker nih.
The matriarch has chosen to enact the fulfillment from this station. And you shall not stop her.
She hasn't chosen anything. You've been manipulating her from the start.
She is the light. And I am merely her servant.
Kinda hard to be the light with that dark monster thingy inside of her.
Blasphemy! You may have rejected her promise, but you will believe when it returns you from death's cold clutches.
Your pain has pushed you to a perilous precipice, old friend.
How? It can't be. I saw you die.
Form is fleeting, but the foundation remains forever. Now cease this stubborn senselessness, before it reaps a ruinous reward.
Ruinous.
Oops.
Make sure you don't fall off.
Draw the fire while I cross to the next roof.
Wipe them out, Rocket!
Left.
Fucking snipers! Dash cowards!
We need to close this distance.
Beware!
The blockhead's amping up his buddies!
Then put him in a body bag! Problem? Solution!
Time to shred him! Okay, we gotta get to that elevator!
Gonna have to use the rooftops. The priest is channeling power into that one.
Push me next!
We must strike the large one with more force!
perlu nggak sih?
They're not Nova anymore, Peter.
What's next, Peter?
Oh, ternyata masih banyak. Kita gabung dulu.
Guys, huddle up!
What are we waiting for? These blades are thirsty!
Mine too. I want to run in there right now and do some serious damage, Peter.
Being exposed doesn't scare me, and you want to know why?
Exposure? Who said anything
Because
about...
out on that field, we're stronger than them. I can target a foe, toss an order at you, and it's done. Who's with me?
Here we go.
Idea.
Bombs away, Rocket! Okay, we gotta get to that elevator!
Gonna have to use the rooftops.
Busted open the Nova Core crackpot!
These renegades are relentless!
Keep the breathing room, Groot!
What is next, Peter Quill?
Crap! Now it's Nova!
They're gonna need a huge recruitment drive after this.
It's past time someone got stabbed.
This'll work! We can leapfrog our way back onto the bridge!
Leapfrog?
It's a... Just follow my lead!
Been too long since I blew something up. Look, Golden Boy and Uniflarker are still at it.
Hold on, the god stuff wasn't just talk.
Gamora! The billboard! We're sitting ducks!
You are wrong on both counts!
He means we can't stay here.
On this we are agreed! We approach the dog's tower!
Then we're almost halfway there.
Rip them up, Drax!
Stay away from the exit.
I'll lay down some cover fire to get you across.
Paraxis will tell tale of our battles here!
Is that like a Caspian minstrel?
Now's your chance, Gamora!
Of course it was easier to get to before.
Punch their lights out!
Whacked out or
Just
not,
once I'd like
that
to
one
cross
had
this
to hurt.
bridge without incident!
You can thank Goldie for that.
The Warlock saved us from certain death!
I ain't scared of Raker and his little light gun.
Okay! We gotta get to that elevator!
Gonna have to use the rooftops.
Drax! Shut him down! Rocket, now!
I shall enjoy this!
Nice shot. Now he's down on our level.
Mitch him!
Well, you're a big target, that's why. See? We don't need Golden Boy's help.
Oke.
Oh yeah, that was great. Right in the butt. Did you see the look on his face? It was all like, oh, my gilded glutes.
Oke teman-teman,
Rare.
Is perfect!
kita cukupkan dulu sampai di sini.
Champion cheeks.
Kita kembali lagi ke ini ke wilayahnya Raker lah ya.
Tremendous.
Kita bisa bilang gitu
Is
ya.
any of this structurally
Di
sound?
sini Raker mengumpulkan
Something
kekuatan
tells me it
untuk
never was.
the material.
Yep, that's part of Nowhere's charm.
Karena durasinya udah kepanjangan videonya, jadi kita akan lanjut lagi di video berikutnya. Oke. Jika kalian suka boleh tinggalkan like dan komen kalian di bawah. Jangan lupa juga buat subscribe. Terima kasih sudah menonton.